I love a good festival, and today is no different, except for where it is. More on that in a minute. Welcome back to the Vicarium. My name is Adam, and I'm on a mission to find the story behind the festivals that make our community special. Today I've chosen to highlight the spirit of car culture at the Woodward Dream Cruise. I've lived in Michigan for over a decade, and I've never been. So today I put on my most lint-covered black shirt and gray hat I found at a thrift store and headed out into the world to see what it's all about. Come on. I asked my brother to join me today, and while I love him dearly, he lacks my 20 years of experience, so half the audio didn't record today. I guess you're stuck listening to my voiceover. Nevertheless, we are in Birmingham, Michigan today, at the starting line of the Woodward Dream Cruise. What is a dream cruise, you may ask? Well, in a lot of ways, it's just an excuse to do burnouts in the streets and have some barbecue on the side of the road. But in actuality, it's a celebration of the deep classic car culture that has permeated the Detroit region for generations. Going all the way back to 1909, Woodward Avenue in Michigan was the first concrete paved highway in America. By the 1950s, teenagers and muscle car enthusiasts made a habit out of showing off their cars in the area, and engaging in a little street racing when no one was looking. The original Dream Cruise started in 1995 in Ferndale, Michigan as a charity event to build a soccer field for the community. The event organizers attracted nearly 10 times as many people as they expected, and the event quickly became the world's largest one-day vintage car event. Today, it spans over 16 miles, running through 5 cities in the Metro Detroit area and raising an estimated $56 million for the local economy. Now, I'm not much of a gearhead, so forgive me if I don't know all the names of these classic cars, but I do appreciate a nice-looking vehicle and the craft it takes to restore one. That being said, the Dream Cruise is free to attend. Your only cost might be parking and lunch for the little ones. On that note, I'll tell you, my brother and I spent all afternoon in Birmingham. I'm told other cities had other activities and more food trucks for children, but the city we stayed in was a little bit more focused on the actual cars. So while the event is free and a great way to get out of the house, if you're looking for a bouncy house and cotton candy to occupy the kids, you may want to look at a different location. Alright, so Birmingham's shopping district was just lined on both sides of the street with classic cars of all shapes and sizes. There were classic cars going all the way back to Henry Ford's Model A, mid-century muscle cars, custom builds, and cars with weird accessories. This one looked like it was decked out for a picnic. This one had a mini model version of itself in the back seat. This one had a side seat outside for, reasons. This one was decked out to look like Gizmo from the Gremlins movie. But we also saw some modern Corvettes and even a Cybertruck. And people just lined these cars along the street, pop the hood, and let passers-by admire the hard work they pour into their hobbies. Like this gentleman who was kind enough to tell us about his car. All right, so we're standing here with Gary. Gary, tell us a little bit about your car here.
Well, it's a 1956 Chevrolet. It was bought in the same family, our family, brand new. My grandfather had it, and I got it passed down to me many years ago. So it's got original about 60,000 miles on it. It's worn, as you can see, and we started putting it back together this year, actually. So
nice. Tell me a little bit about the rebuild process. What do you look for to fix? What's your first priority?
Well, the first priority is getting the parts together before you tear anything down and taking a lot of pictures when you take it down, because you want to, when you start putting it back, you forget what what it really looked like. But I'd say, you know, the restoration process, like I got a whole new front clip for the car. And the chrome I'll take in that needs re-chroming. Some of it, it's actually, I got some new pieces of chrome to go with it too, you know, so that I've been storing up for the last 5-6 years. So. And then the interior work, my brother and I actually, on some cars we used to have, we did the upholstery ourselves. You could buy the material all done.
Yeah.
You just all bring it on. So
Okay.
like a nice winter job.
Is it difficult to find parts or things for a vehicle this old?
Not the Chevrolet or the Fords. Maybe Chrysler's a little harder. You go to AMC, it's even harder. If they're a popular car, you know, you can get parts up to 1940s for some of them, you know.
Okay.
But again, there's Hudson's and Packard. Those are hard to get parts for, a lot of them.
Now, I know you said that this car was like a family heirloom passed down, but what is it about car culture that excites you?
I don't know. I grew up with it, you know. I mean, our parents were into cars, obviously. And I obviously admired my father, so he got us into it. And that's worked the way through me. You know, that's just all different kind of cars I like.
And when it's time to really show off, they'll turn the ignition and be waved onto Woodward Avenue to do burnouts. Some of these folks are just out here living their best lives. Like this kid. You love to see it. It's a place full of good vibes and all sorts of weirdly named businesses. Like this one. Is it The Agency or The Agency? Let me know what you think. It's a place for people to be themselves. For people to find love. Or just cut loose and have a great time. And then there was this guy. I swear, everyone's got a camera these days. Now, after a while, I did get a chance to grab some lemonade and mini donuts from the Mini Donut Factory. Not to be confused with that big one over in Haverhill.
All right, so I did get some food from the Little Donut Company, not to be confused with that big donut company further down the road. I just got some of their freshly squeezed lemonade. Yep, that's lemonade. No, it's, you know, nothing to brag about, but it's not bad, especially when you've been outside walking up and down the street, sweating all day. But the thing to really get excited about were these mini donuts. So I got a dozen, which is way too many for me to eat on my own. So my brother's gonna have to eat some, even if he doesn't want to. I'm gonna force feed him some donuts. It's gonna be hilarious. Stick around. But these are just cinnamon sugar donuts with some raspberry glaze of some kind. We'll see how these taste. That's delicious. It's like a tiny little beignet, or like a tiny little jelly-filled donut, even though it's not inside. That's good. That's a buy.
And then it was time to check out some of the corporate sponsors. Chevy was there with this classic truck you could have your picture taken with. But I really wish I watched my brother do it first.
Wonderful. I did the best all day. She said it. She was like the best. You heard.
Just before I left, I ran into one guy whose car had wicker seats, and I just had to get the story there.
All right, so we're here talking with Randy, who's going to tell us about. Randy, what kind of car is this?
This is a 1959 Fiat 500 Jolly.
Okay, it looks a little bit different from every other car that we've seen here. Tell me, what makes this car unique?
Well, it was unique because it was designed to go from the beach to the city, and they cut the doors and the windows off. They put the wicker seats in, and it became a beach car for that reason.
Could you be sad sitting in a car like that, driving down the road? Seriously.
And it was really the economical car back in the late 50s and early 60s when they were producing them. And they probably were under $1,000 at that time.
Wow.
So it was very affordable, and you could still put 4 people in it, and it was economical to get around the city and go to the beach.
Okay. Now, how did you come across this car? Did you buy it? Did you build it?
Bought this car from the original owner, who had a 10-acre estate here in Bloomfield Hills, And she drove it around her estate looking up on her gardeners and other workers. And
Okay.
after she passed away, it was in her auction.
Nice.
And my wife and I went and looked at the car and thought it was cute. And we bought it. We did have to have it restored. The paint needed to be repainted, but this is one of the original colors. Wicker seats needed to be soaked in glycerin and water, and the top had to be replaced. But other than that, it's all original.
How much work have you put into this car?
Not a lot, Adam. Not a lot.
That's
Other
surprising.
than painting and floorboards and a new top, general maintenance.
Okay.
It's good. Still
So-
runs like a top.
How long have you been coming to the Woodward Dream Cruise?
Since 1996, I missed 3 of them.
Okay, so you're definitely into the car culture. Tell me, why this hobby over any other hobby?
Well, because the car is so much fun, and it's great to meet people like you and other people that appreciate cars and nice design, and it's a fun car. It's a jolly because it makes everyone jolly.
And that about does it for the Woodward Dream Cruise. The event is always held on the 3rd Saturday in August, so while the date itself may change, the time does not. Hey, if you made it this far into the video, let me just say thank you so much for watching. I'd really like to turn this into a full-time profession, but I need the support of people like you to watch, share, and engage with this video. So where should we go next? If you've got a great idea for something weird or quirky, I'd love to hear about it. Let me know in the comments, and thanks for being with me today.
Okay, so Adam took the elevator. I took the stairs. Let's see how long it takes him to get here. We're just gonna wait together. It's gonna be an amazing thing. I hear the elevator moving. Oh, there was a beep. Is this him? Oh, it's so much cooler that it is him. Are there people coming? You holding the door being nice? You were holding the door for me? I don't need you to hold the door for me.